my name is Kate Nickerson. I am 25 years old. I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania with my cat, Winslow, and my husband, Ophidian the Cobra, and I am a Lucha Libre gear designer, maker type person. I've had my creations featured on the WWE, ROH, TNA, and a bunch of other companies you probably haven't heard of, but my primary client is Chikara Pro Wrestling, which is also where my husband trains and teaches other people how to wrestle and do lucha libre. And I lived in Detroit for a couple years, and then I came back because I was sort of sick of Detroit and had lost my job, 2 jobs actually, and then I was living in my car for about 6 months, and I decided to move in with some friends of mine in the Philly area, and my husband and I got together. And now we are married. We're going to be married for 1 year as of May 1st, 2016, and we live in South Philly, and I'm actually in my studio right now. I'm lucky that I get to work for myself as my job. I consider myself incredibly lucky for that because I can do pretty much whatever I want. Closet Champion was started because I was a seamstress and my husband needed gear, so I made him some, and then I hated it and I told myself I would never make wrestling gear or lucha masks or anything ever again. And then more people needed gear, so I kept pushing and learning and doing it, and now it's my full-time job. I've done historical costuming and bridal and burlesque costuming, and I also used to work as a stripper, so I made clubwear as well. So I've got a lot of experience with stretch materials. My goal is to at some point make a ready-to-wear line or some kind of clothing line, something wherein I can make people clothes they will wear on their bodies outside of a wrestling ring or a show. I love design and I love making things, and what I really want to do is bring elements of fantasy and costumes into the everyday and make ready to wear something sort of more magical and mystical. As far as achievements, I told you already that I was featured on television multiple times with various wrestling companies. That's pretty much it. All my achievements are lucha and wrestling related. But I would love to make clothes that suit my style and have my aesthetic and the breadth of my skills, because really I only get to utilize some of my skills on a day-to-day basis. All I really do right now is make wrestling gear all day, every day. And I mean every day, 7 days a week. When I'm not injured or sick, I am making pro wrestling gear. I don't really get time to just do what I love. I mean, I get to use those skills for my job, but I don't get to make things that I love or be challenged or do new stuff because I'm just busy working all the time. And Project Runway would give me a reason to not work or to work on something else for a little while. And I would love that opportunity to, one, be visible to an audience that I wouldn't be able to reach otherwise, my work and just me, I guess, as a personality, but also to be able to make things that are beautiful things using techniques that I don't normally get to use or things that I haven't learned yet. I didn't go to college for this. I've been sewing my whole life and working in the sewing industry, whether it be bridal or theater, as I've said before. I want to prove that you don't have to go to a fancy art school to do creative jobs and to do them well and to succeed. And I don't think there's anything else that I can say to convince you that I am a charismatic and admirable individual worthy of being on your television program. Ding! That was annoying. You can ignore that bit. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna go before I make this any more awkward. Thanks for listening, and choose me if I'm what you're looking for. I think I should be. I mean, if it's what you're looking for, but I think I am.